The DJI OM4 is a great smartphone gimbal, but it also comes with some limitations. Today, I'm going to focus on the main complaint that users have when they use an Android smartphone with the OM4, and that is what features you're not getting if you're using an Android versus if you're using an iPhone. And if those features are important for you, I'll show you a solution. Hello, my name is Otto and welcome to the channel. So let's take a look at the 5 main differences. First, on the iPhone, on photo mode, we're going to find the first difference. Here we have the automatic settings, but if I press here, I can also change it to manual settings. And that's going to allow me to change the ISO and the shutter speed if I need to. On Android, on photo mode, you can't change any of those settings. On Timelapse on the iPhone, we can choose between auto settings or manual settings. And on manual settings, we can change the ISO and the shutter speed. Now the other difference is that besides choosing the resolution, here we can choose the video frame rate at 24, 25 or 30 frames per second. On Android, you can select the resolution, but you can't select the frames per second. Dynamic zoom is available on both devices, there are no settings to change, but there's one big difference. It kinda works on Android, but not to the point where you can use that video clip. The Mimo app tries to do the zooming effect, but as you can see, it tries to do it and then it stops, and then it tries again and then it stops, and it kinda gets annoying because it's not consistent. So in the very beginning I thought, well, maybe I need more practice with this, or maybe I just don't know how to use it. But then I got my hands on this iPhone SE, which, as you probably know, is not really the latest iPhone in the market. And guess what? It was working perfectly. This clip was done with the iPhone, and the zooming effect is more consistent. In my case, I used 2 different phones. I used the S9 Plus and I also used the S20 Plus. If you were able to use the dynamic zoom with an Android, please let us all know in the comments down below what phone you're using. Slow motion is another feature that you're getting on the iPhone, but you're not getting on the Android. On video mode, this one is probably the main issue for most of us. Let's take a look. On Android, we have auto settings and we can select the resolution 720, 1080 or 4K. The thing is that with the iPhone, we're not only getting the auto settings, but we're getting manual settings. So now here, you can change the shutter speed and the ISO. And to top it off, we can select not only the resolution, but we can select the frame rate at 24, 25, 30 or 60 frames per second. Is this a deal breaker if you have an Android? No, I've been using this gimbal for the last months, and I still feel that it is a powerful tool to have even if you have an Android. There are also ways to bypass those limitations. For example, there are apps like Filmic Pro that are going to be compatible with your Android phone and the OM4, and they're going to let you unlock the frame rates. You can also buy an iPhone, but don't listen to me, that's not the point. The other way to do it for free is by using the smartphone camera app with the OM4. And yeah, you can use the OM4 without the Mimo app. The zoom control and the record button are not going to work, but the trigger over here is going to work perfectly to lock all access or to enter sport mode. The joystick is also going to work, and you can also recenter the gimbal by double tapping the trigger. And you can also double tap the M button to go from horizontal to vertical and vice versa. And if you need to change a setting for the OM4, all you have to do is just go back to the Mimo app, change the settings, and then jump back again to the camera app. Very simple. Please don't go without giving me a like. Leave me a comment down below, good or bad, it doesn't matter. I like bad comments as well. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Have a lot of fun today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.